Hey, welcome back. In this video, we're going to learn how to create and edit texts in Adobe Photoshop. So, when it comes to creating texts, we have two types of texts. Now, this is the tool for creating texts. Okay, we have this tool. So, this is called the horizontal type tool. Now, if you click and hold, you're going to see others. Okay, the vertical type tool is just the direct opposite of horizontal type tool, while the horizontal type tool writes text horizontally. The vertical type tool write text, you guessed it, vertically. So I'm going to click the horizontal type tool. Okay, I'm going to select that, and then when you do that, you can come and just click on your workspace. Now you're going to see the text appear. Okay, now this is a dummy text, so you can double click and then edit your text. So let's see, hello world. Okay, so now we've created this text. Now let's just change the color. So you have what we call the character panel. Now this is the character panel. You get, this is the character panel, but this panel is docked into our properties panel. Okay, so let's just go to Windows and then character, and click on character. Now we have the character panel on its own, okay, not under the properties panel. Now this gives us more options. Now while selecting the text, you can come here and click and then change the color. You see the color changing, right? You can change the color. Okay, so perfect, and then click OK. We're going to come back to this later on. I just want to show you the types of text. Now you see, this is what we call a point text. Okay, it's a point text. Now when you create this, you can scale it up and scale it down using these transform controls. Okay, and basically all you need to do, like I said, to be able to create this text is just select the text tool and then click and start typing. Okay, now this allows you to keep typing down to infinity. Okay, you don't get anywhere to stop, so you can just stop whenever you feel you've written what is needed, or you can hit enter and then go to the next line and continue typing. But this text is mostly used for headings, okay, not for the body text. Okay, so if you want to create a body text, what you need is called an area text. Now all you need to do is to click on your text tool and then click and hold and then drag. So you have to drag to the point or to the area which you want your text to cover. So when you're satisfied, you now release. Now you see that the text covers this area, but I feel that the text size is too, or the font size is too large, so I'm just going to delete this and create another one. So select my text tool, but this time I want to reduce my font size, so I'm going to take it to 12 points, and then click and drag. Now we see that we have smaller text, and then this is of course a dummy text, like I said. So we now have it covering this size. Now let's say we are still on our text tool and we selected the area. You get, now if we increase this, we are not really increasing the size of our text, unlike what we had here. So this doesn't increase the size of your text. This only increases or decreases the size of the area. So you're just modifying the area which the text covers. Now you can select the text. You can just click here and drag to select all texts, and then click on the font size, and then use your mouse wheel to scroll up and down in order to release, or in order to increase or decrease the size. When you're okay, you finish your text, and yeah, we now have our text. So if you do not have the text tool selected and you want to increase the size without using the font size option, you can just come and click here and increase it like this. You get, that's if you do not have the text tool selected. If you have the move tool selected instead. Perfect. So that's one way you can also increase the size of this text. Yeah, so these are the two main categories of text. You have the point text, you have the area text, which covers an area. Okay. Now, in order to edit our text, so let's say we want to change the font style, we want to change the font size, we want to change the spacing, we want to change this, we want to change that. Now, this is where the character panel comes in handy. Now, the character panel comes along with this one, which we call the paragraph panel, and all of them can be found here. You see the paragraph panel is this, and the character panel is this. Now, you can remove them, separate them, or you can have them together like this. Now the character panel will, or rather the paragraph panel will of course help us align our text in the center, or along the left hand side, or along the right hand side. We can also choose these other styles of alignment. Okay, now we don't need to worry about these, but you can check out for yourself what you do. Now the main guy is this one, that's the character panel. If you want to change the font size, or rather the font style, you have to select the font or the text, then come here where you see the font style. Okay, so click here, and now you have different font styles. Now you can just go over them one after the other. You can use your mouse wheel to scroll, and then now select a good one. Let me select this one. It's called Carl Just. It's a free to use font for non-commercial use, and I don't think you have the text because I had to download it. I had to download it and manually install it, so it's a custom font, but it's a font style you can get on the internet very easily. Just type the name and you'll be able to download it and then install it. Perfect. So there are many other fonts you could try, so you can, let's try another one. Let's see, this is the one we just selected. So let's try this one. And this is elephant. Okay, you can mark, select them and just move them this way. Perfect. Now, apart from the font style or from the font itself, we can change style which it appears. Now this is regular, this is italic. You can see the difference. Now it all depends on the font. There are some fonts that do not have the italic. There are some fonts that have way more options here to choose from, but this one only has the regular and the italic. And then we have the font size. Now you can reduce the font size by going down, by reducing this value, or increase it by increasing this value. And then we have this guy. This guy is the spacing between each line. So now we have it as at auto, but we can reduce it. So let's use 12 and see. Now we see that the spacing decreases, right? Now let's just click here and use the mouse wheel to scroll, and you see that the space keeps increasing. So this the spacing between the lines keeps increasing because we are increasing the value here. Yet now this other one, the spacing between the characters. So you see when we take it to 100, if we take it to 100, you see that the space between the characters gets reduced, right? Gets smaller. 75, we see that there is more space. And then we have this guy. This is what it does. It's not that useful, in my opinion. Okay, now we have this one, which increases the height of our text. Yet we can make our text longer than it is, or shorter than it is. Perfect. And we have this one, which increases the the wideness or the width of our text. Then we have this guy here, which of course changes the color. We looked at it before. And we have all these other options here. We have this guy makes it thicker, this one makes it italic. So even if your text doesn't have italic, this guy is going to make it italic. We have this one, which does this, makes all the characters uppercase. We have this guy, which makes the first ones or the first words uppercase. And then we have this one which does this, which makes the character a superscript. Then we have this one which makes it a subscript, and then this one which underlines it, this one which crosses it. So that will be it for this one, and see you in the next one. Bye. Hey, so that's it for today's video. Hope you enjoyed it and learned something new. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up and leave a comment below. If you want to see more videos like this, make sure you hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss any future uploads. We post new videos every week covering topics in the fields of graphic design and illustration, motion graphics and video, branding, and more. If you want to support us and get access to exclusive benefits such as the project files we use in our classes, a live chat with us, shoutouts, and more, consider becoming a patron on Patreon. You can join for as little as $3 a month, and the link to our Patreon page is in the description below. And if you want to take your learning to the next level, you can check out the complete course, of which this episode is a part of. And in the complete course, you get access to more than 10 hours of video lessons, project files and resources, class exercises, a Q&A section, a certificate of completion, and more. You can get the course for a special discount by using the link in the description below. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.